Hello, friends of Israel and friends of AIFL. Happy Sunday. My name is Ruby Shamir, and I'm the Executive Director of AIFL, America-Israel Friendship League in Israel. I'm happy to host this webinar with a great a cappella choir. The Harvard Krokodiloes are Harvard University's oldest a cappella singing group. The choir was founded in 1946 with repertoire spanning the Great American Songbook and beyond. The Kroks present polished professional product, fine-tuned over the course of more than 150 concerts every year. Having celebrated its 75th anniversary this past year, the Kroks have recorded over 30 albums and performed in the finest venues across the world, including Madison Square Garden, the Lincoln Center, Beijing Concert Hall, and the Sydney Opera House. I'm sure you will enjoy this concert, and we at AIFL in Israel are looking forward to their visit in August. It will be the first time that Israel will be included in their world tour. We did host several groups from Harvard, but they were law school students. So this group will be very different. The other groups didn't sing, and they are going to sing. So it's going to be a real great experience. I would like now to introduce my colleague Wayne Firestone, who will moderate this webinar. So enjoy all. Wayne, the floor is yours.
Thanks so much, Ruby. As a law school alumnus, I want to say it's a good policy to not have law school students singing. And today we have chosen the right group of students, the Kroks, as they're known, for 75 years, and the world tour got bumped off a little bit, and we've been waiting with open arms to bring them to Israel, and AIFL is going to make that happen. We're excited for that. But first, we know we have people here from around the world that are joining us for this sneak preview of their live performance. They're with us live now in Cambridge. We have people here from the Berkshires. We have people from Madrid, Spain, who have already checked in, Arizona, New York City, here nearby me, Potomac, Maryland, Philadelphia. And we're hearing that people are ready to sing. But don't start singing because you're getting a concert today. You can, if you want to maybe share a favorite or two in the chat now. How about one or two songs that you love hearing with the instrument of the voice, a cappella alone? So if you have a song from the Great American Songbook, you're going to be hearing the selections of the Kroks momentarily. But if you have a song that really brings you joy thinking about it over the years from different traditions, please put it in the chat. Let us know. Maybe there's a chance you'll get to hear it today, or if not, during one of the performances when the Kroks go back to their world tour. So we're really excited to bring them to you today. They performed for over the years, Ella Fitzgerald, for Leonard Bernstein, for Yo-Yo Ma. Today they're performing for you live on Zoom, and there's nothing like live music. You'll get a chance to meet them later during one of their breaks in the shifts, but we're going to start with their motto and be true to it. Nunc es cantadum. Now is the time to sing.
One, two, three, four.
Let's take a boat to Bermuda. Let's take a trip to St. Paul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy and Nyack. Let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip in a trailer. No need to come back at all. Let's take a powder to Boston for chowder. travel around from town to town. We'll visit every state. I repeat, I love you, sweet, in all the 48. Let's go again to Niagara. This time we'll look at the falls. Let's leave our hut, dear, get out of our hut, dear. Let's get away from it all. Sweet da 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 We'll travel around from town to town. We'll visit every state. I repeat, I love you, sweet, in all the 48. Let's go again to Niagara. This time we'll look at the falls. Let's leave our hut, dear, get out of our hut, dear. Let's get away from it. Let's get away from it all.
Thank you all. Once again, we are the Harvard Krokodiloes, Harvard's oldest a cappella group, founded way back in 1946. We are so excited to be here with you this morning for us, I suppose this afternoon for many of you, or maybe tomorrow for a couple of you. We're so excited to be visiting Israel this summer in August, and we can't wait to get to the rest of our set. So with that, please enjoy this, our next number. One, two, three.
It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go, but oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. It's how the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. It's very clear our love is here, that's right, it's here to stay. Not for a year or a month or a week or a tour, but for forever, ever and a day. Our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. It's how the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here to stay. You got my love and now it's here to stay. One, two, three, four. Do 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 What she needs from him he ignores. It's a bore, it's a bore, it's a bore, it's a bore. That's the radio. The hits just come and go. Like how what he knows that he has blown, that he has blown. The night hangs its head as the fool crawls into bed. Still his hungry heart begs to be fed all the words that she said, and so he grabs his Chevrolet in one last attempt to get away. The thoughts of all the crimes of passion lay in his way. He can shake the blues, but you know he still can get confused. It seems like such a waste. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake his tail, but you know his moves are getting stale. He's on the make, but boy, his heart can't fake. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake her. Seems like such a waste. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake his tail, but you know his moves are getting stale. He's on the make, but boy, his heart can't fake. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake her, shake her. He can shake her.
One, two, three.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music in life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I can swear I was falling. I can swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. We're never blue because we're feeling it too. What a day this has been. It is a supercalifragilistic mood I am in. Why, it is just about the same as me by doing in love. We feel like standing still. Ba-do-ba, ba-do-ba-do-ba-do, sweet ba-do-ba, ba-do-ba-do-wah, ba-do-ba-do-do, ba-do-do, ba-do-do, sweet ba-do-ba-do-do-wah.
All the music of life seems to be, it seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me.
And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I can swear I was falling. I can swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love.
Oh, what a day, it's just like being in love.
Okay, I know who's in love. It's our audience, and what a special treat to be in the front row today. Even with whatever challenges anyone has on their own home computer, it's indeed a pleasure to be here with the Crocs. We're going to meet a few of the members who are going to share a little bit about their process and how they have inherited this mantle of a brand that is indeed known around the world. I'm excited. I see 3 of the Crocs members on screen now. The person who I want to give a big shout out to, who's been working with us to make this happen, is the tour manager, Jonathan D'Souza. You saw him, heard him in that last solo. It was great. That's the first time I got to hear you sing, Jonathan. So you made my morning. That was great. We have the musical director, Kieran Anderson. Kieran, you want to wave just so everybody, yep, can see on the screen. And I believe that must be another soloist, General Manager Will Granger. Hey, how you guys doing? All right, so look, first question out of the bat. Bow tie versus long tie. Who chooses? Who chooses?
We just got these bow ties yesterday. So we had New Hampshire. We gave out the bow ties then, and today was a bit of a litmus test to see who wants to wear the bow tie and who wants to wear the tie. So it's completely optional, but more of a style.
So this was a complete pro-choice. Everybody got to do. Now, is it an option or a complete heresy to go open shirt?
No, it is not an option. That's where we draw the line.
I knew a cappella was not my calling in college and law school at any point, so I'm leaving it to you guys. All right, so take us back. You're coming to Harvard. It's a competitive place. You're figuring out what you're going to do there, whatever. And somebody says to you, "What? There are auditions for the Crocs. Do you want to try to join this singing group? How does it work? Let's hear a little bit of your own stories, how you got into the group."
Sure. Kieran and I actually have a pretty unique story. Every year, the newly admitted students to Harvard we have an event called Visitas. And at Visitas, there are different hosts. And our host actually happened to be Jonte, another member of the group this year. So we were both introduced to the Crocs via our person who roomed us for 2 nights, being like, "Hey, I'm part of this great a cappella group. You guys should think about it." 4 months later, we tried out and both happened to get in. So that's how we got in. Jonathan, what was your story?
Yeah, so I just came in freshman year, knew I wanted to sing, and I saw the Crocs, and I really got to know a lot of people, and just like that, I found it as my home. Our audition cycle is approximately 1 week long. We take into account only musicality. We look at both their solo ability and their ability to sing block around. And we have 4 or so rounds of auditions. And by mid-September, we have a full group. And that group lasts us all the way through our winter tour, spring tour, and summer tour, going all the way to the middle to end of August.
And can people join only in a certain year of class, or do people are the group, is it mixed, the groups?
It is completely mixed, actually. We have 3 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 1 junior, and 5 seniors. So we're pretty good range of ages there.
And do some people essentially perform all 4 years, or do people do studying abroad and other things, and it sort of depends on their own individual schedules?
Crocs is a pretty big commitment. It takes up your whole summer and a lot of their time in the school year. So a 4-year Croc is a rare commodity. Typically, people sometimes do anywhere between 1 and 3, depending on when they get in. Most typically, people take their junior year off because that's when a lot of Harvard students get internships or study abroad or research programs to figure out what they want to do after college. So typically, in a typical Crocs group, you won't see many juniors, but you'll see a lot of freshmen, a lot of seniors, and some sophomores as well.
Now, you have figured out how to do this during a period of quarantine. Can we talk a little bit about that? What kind of challenges you faced? What kind of adjustments you had to make in terms of live performance, and where are things at now in terms of your live performances?
Yeah, so we didn't have the opportunity to do too many live performances. We did some webinars and live streams here and there. But we really took the opportunity of the quarantine year to interface with a lot of our alumni. We actually celebrated our 75th anniversary over quarantine. So we put together 2 albums that spanned our entire alumni, going all the way back to the 70s. We had groups from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 10s, and even the group now, K21, on this one album. And we released both these albums at different points in the year, and we also released a Christmas album as well. So we were really busy in the recording studio to make up for the time that we couldn't go and tour beautiful places like Israel.
And by the recording studio, we mean our bedrooms while we were away and singing into a microphone.
Yes.
So this isn't all performing for kings and queens and princes. It's often your dorm mates and others for recording sessions.
Well, during quarantine, yes.
Understood. So tell us a little bit, Jonathan, about the World Tour. It's a tradition, I guess, and an exciting thing to look forward to. This one had to be put off a few times. So where are you going at this point? And recognizing we all make plans and have to show a degree of humility and flexibility with travel plans these days. But what's the current plan? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, so the World Tour is a tradition for the Crocs, I believe, for around 37 consecutive years until, of course, the COVID pandemic hit. So we're excited to be back on the road, as you alluded to. We were first introduced to world tours by the renowned composer Leonard Bernstein, who kind of opened the gateway for us in Europe. And from there, we've kind of expanded to all 6 continents. So this year, we're really proud to be traveling from May 27th all the way to August 16th, and traveling to a total of 21 countries over all 6 continents. We're going to start in the US, then go to Thailand, Australia, Singapore, Bangladesh, Mauritius, Zambia, Albania, Cyprus, North Macedonia, Luxembourg, Monaco, France, Italy, Germany, Belgium, Germany again, Hungary, Israel, Switzerland, Germany again, and then we're going to end in South America with Brazil and Colombia. And we couldn't be more excited to finally get back on the road after so long. As you mentioned, we've been planning Israel for 3 years now, and we're super excited to finally see it come to fruition.
Well, there are a lot of folks there that are looking forward to hearing you, seeing you, performing with you. The a cappella tradition that you recognize is really a form of cultural ambassadorship, and that itinerary that you just ticked off there, it really, I think, speaks volumes to the potential for music to connect people. We're, let's face it, in a really difficult period at the moment with the war in Ukraine and coming out of COVID. People are anxious and upset. Can you talk a little bit about how each of you, Kieran, maybe from a musical perspective, what is it about music that can maybe transcend some of the politics and some of the divisiveness and, frankly, just ugliness that is around us in the world today?
Of course. What I like most about our music and what we get to do is the fact that so many of the songs that we sing are recognizable to such a wide range of audiences. Anywhere we go, we have people we see, they're snapping along, they're nodding along, I see people mouthing the words to our songs, whether it's Loch Lomond or whether it's Almost Like Being in Love, like you heard before. People know the music that we do. And it really, when we're up there on the stage and we're singing, when the audience is listening to us and they're like nodding along, people aren't thinking about things that divide us, not thinking about what separates us from each other. It's just us, our music, and then reaching out to our audience. And I think that connection is really powerful. It's just a recognition between us and what we do, bring everyone together under something that we recognize, we're familiar with, that makes us all really happy. There's a joy in our singing, there's a joy in what we do. We love it, we love to sing, and we hope to bring that joy to the audience too, which really helps overcome some of, like you say, the divisiveness, the ugliness we see in our world nowadays. Our goal is to share our love for music with everyone and hope to ignite that spark of the joy about music in our audiences as well.
Will, one of our very attentive audience members noticed that there are no women on stage with you all. Can you tell us a little bit about the a cappella scene in college and how men's groups, women's groups form mixed groups? Tell us a little about the tradition of the Crocs, and do you perform with other groups, women, men, non-binary, everything everyone that's out there? What is in this contemporary period, there are, how has that tradition held up?
Yeah, so there are 9 or 10 a cappella groups, I can maybe 8. We're the oldest one. We were founded back in 1946. A lot of the other groups didn't come into fruition until the 1970s and the 1980s. On campus, there is a mix between jazz a cappella groups and contemporary pop a cappella groups. Among the jazz a cappella groups, there's ourselves, there's the Radcliffe Pitches, our sister group, which are an all-female group that we're actually going to Thailand with in June, in like a week, not a week, like a month. A month. I wish it was in a week. We're going to be there in a month, and there's a couple of other groups as well. Among the pop groups, those are all co-ed groups, and they were founded in the 80s and 90s. We've historically been all male. That doesn't mean we're always going to be all male in the future. Every year gets to decide what they want to be. I personally really enjoy and really find a lot of value in the brotherhood that I've developed among the 11 members of the group. And it's something that's been the highlight of my college career. So there's a pretty big divide in a cappella groups between pop groups and jazz groups. Jazz groups like us, we do a lot more touring. We do a lot more typical performances around campus, while the pop groups, they do competitions. So actually one of the groups, the Opportunes, just finished second at the ICCAs, the national championships in the United States. So we're very proud to have a Harvard group represent us so well on a big stage like that. But it just goes to show like the difference. We do our tour, they do something like that.
All right, lightning round. Your favorite song that you've done in your Croc career? Kieran, you first.
My Romance.
My Romance.
Every Time We Say Goodbye.
Of course.
Down by the Sally Gardens.
Nice. I bet everyone would love to know what you guys are doing when you're not singing or recording in your dorm. So maybe you could just, I know we're going to get a chance to meet other members in the second set, but maybe you could each just, a sentence or two where you're from, what you're studying, and one thing that is not singing related that you do during your college days.
I can start.
Sure.
I'm studying in cellular biology, but I'm also studying a secondary in English. So I do a lot of reading and time in the laboratory when I'm not here in rehearsal. And I'm from Connecticut.
Great.
As I mentioned, we'll introduce ourselves later in the set. But my name is Jonathan, and I'm from Philadelphia, and I'm an environmental engineering major here at Harvard. And one thing that I like to do on campus is I'm very involved with data analytics. I'm part of the Harvard Data Analytics group here, and I serve on the board there.
I'm Will. I'm a senior. I'm from Arlington, Virginia, right across the river from Potomac, Wayne, so close by. I am studying statistics. A lot of my time on campus has been doing the Crocs, as well as I've been a member of the Harvard College Consulting Group, which is a big consulting organization that does a lot of work for nonprofit and for-profit companies all over the world.
That sounds absolutely super. The songs that different people put in, Unchained Melody, On the Sunny Side of the Street, Embraceable, You, Chattanooga Choo Choo, John Denver songs. I take it when you are playing from the American playbook, you got a lot to work with. Can you tell us a little bit about, how you choose which songs? Is it a group decision? Do individual members, audition songs or nominate songs? Can you tell us a little about that process?
So each year, the music director has the opportunity to choose from among our over 400 arrangements that we currently have for the group. So at the beginning of the year, before the group is even formed, the music director gets to make that decision, sort of lay out his framework, what they think are going to sing during the year, pick their favorites, pick what they think will be good for the group. They also have the opportunity to ask for new arrangements from our various arrangers, who are all Crocs. So every year we add between 5 and 10 new songs to our repertoire. We'll hear a few of them, I believe, in our second set. So just the new songs in addition to the old songs. And then over the course of the year, members can nominate songs they think would be good fits. It doesn't always work out. People have a lot of ideas, but sometimes there's a few good ones, and we add things to the repertoire based on what people suggest. So it's really mostly the music director's choice, but it can be a collaborative process as the year goes on.
A good example of that is about 2 months ago, one of our guys had an idea to do a Disney medley. We were like, oh, that's a great idea. And it was arranged in 3 or 4 weeks, and we sang it on Sanders Theater in front of all our alumni 2 weeks later. So sometimes things just happen very quickly, and we have a new song.
We have a question that just came in from Linda about traditions and traditional songs that maybe the group sang 75 years ago. Do you have, Mr. Data, do you have like data on the old playlists, or, you know, how much of this do you actually want that kind of musical continuity, and how much do you want to, you know, dip into not just Gershwin, but Disney and other types of music?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we started off in 1946 singing standards from the 40s, and then eventually when we were a group in the 50s, the 50s. And today, we still sing songs from the 40s and 50s. So we love to carry on that tradition of older songs. That's kind of where we've made our mark on campus. We bring that older feel to the broader a cappella scene. But as Kieran mentioned, we bring in new arrangements every single year, and we try to modernize as much as we can while still preserving our identity as singing a lot of the older music.
I think there's a lot of value in some songs that every Krok knows. So a song like Loch Lomond or House School Lights, which is what we typically start all of our concerts with, or our alumni song, Johnny O'Connor. Being able to sing that with people who were in the group 50 years ago is always a treat.
Yes, Johnny O'Connor is a song that's been sung by every single Krok group since the very beginning. So, you know, anytime you go anywhere with Kroks, you can always know that they'll know the song. And that continuity, the ability to connect with anyone who's been in this group over the course of 75 years is really valuable.
Well, Jonathan, I was so impressed that you could reel off the different the order of the tour. I hope it gets to go in that order. I was in part because I know you have a final tomorrow, so I'm assuming you got other things in your head that are more immediate. But indeed, being part of a 75-year tradition like this and entertaining audiences around the world, I think it gives you all a unique platform, and I'm really excited for you all, given the diversity of the countries that you're visiting, and given that this will be the first time the Krokodiloes are in Israel, to experience really a blend of music. I think there's a great love of American music, jazz and standards. You're going to hear it even on the radio, but you're also going to be exposed to, I think, a lot of different types of music as you are in other countries. So very, very much looking forward to seeing the reviews and the warm receptions that you'll get from the audiences. So let's go back to your motto and give you more time to sing. I know we've got a second set coming up here that you've crafted for us today. And we do really believe that this is your platform to sing and to share your gifts, both live and in this webinar, as we do every week, present different aspects of American culture and Israeli culture that can be forms of bridges that bring us together, even when there are people that tend to focus on how to bring down bridges or to find ways to divide people. We're happy you found a way to bring people together, and very much looking forward to this next set of songs.
One, two, three.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So stop that crying. Be happy again when you're smiling. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. You're smiling, when you're smiling, you're smiling. The whole world smiles, the whole world smiles. When you're laughing, you're laughing, you're laughing, you're laughing. The sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So stop that crying. Be happy again when you're smiling. You're smiling, you're smiling, you're smiling. The whole world smiles with you. When you are smiling, I smile too. It's the only thing to do. When a smile crosses your lips, with you. When you are laughing, and I am laughing, and the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you always bring on the rain. So stop that crying and be happy again. When you are smiling, when you are smiling, all the world smiles with you.
When you smile, I smile with you.
Be happy again.
You're blue, I'm bluer than blue.
Be happy again.
When you laugh, I when you dance, I when you cry, I when you smile, I smile with you.
When you're smiling, when it's the only thing to do. When a smile crosses your lips, when you are laughing, I am laughing, and the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you always bring on the rain. So stop that crying and be happy again. When you are smiling, when you are smiling, when you laugh, when you dance, I when you cry, I boo. But when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with.
When you smile, the whole world smiles with
You.
One, two, three, four.
Hey, Eaton, come on and swing. Looks like you got the world on a string.
I got the world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. Got that on my finger. Oh, what a world, what a life. I'm in love.
Oh, what a world now, he's really in love.
I've got this song that I sing, and I can make a rainbow anytime I move my finger. Oh, lucky me, can't you see I'm in love?
I bet he knows how to swing.
Life's a wonderful thing, as long as I hold a string. I'd be silly so and so if I should ever let you go. I've got the world on a string, I'm sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. Oh, what a world, what a life, I'm in love. Life's a wonderful thing, as long as you got that string. I'd be silly so and so if I should ever let you go. I've got the world on a string, I'm sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life. What a world, what a life. Alright, we got the world on our street.
One, two, three, four. Dum 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 doo ba 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 dum.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love. Love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of the times we've had together while our hearts were young. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel the pain. Wishing you were here by me to end this misery, and I wonder, wonder, just why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel the pain. Wishing you were here by me to end this misery, and I wonder, wonder, just why she ran away, and I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway, run away, run away, run away.
Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on. Was it the spell of Paris, or the apron In that small cafe, the parking lot across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well.
I'll be seeing you through every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is through,
I'll be looking at the moon, if we shall meet again.
but I'll be seeing you.
Thank you guys so much once again for coming out to the webinar to listen to us today. Once again, we are the Harvard Krokodiloes, founded back in 1946 at the historic Hasty Pudding Club on Harvard's campus. We couldn't be more excited to come to Israel from August 1st to August 5th of 2022, and we are so happy that we could share a sneak peek of our concert series there with you today. If you like what you have heard, you can follow us on Instagram at Harvard Krokodiloes. That's Harvard, and then Krokodiloes. I think I spelled that right. You can also follow us on Facebook or TikTok, where we have currently a small following, but it's growing. With that, please enjoy this, our final number.
You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of? Ba-dum-dim-dim-dot. Take
All of me,
ba-do-dot.
why not take all and take it away? Can't you see, I'm good without you. Take my arms, I'd rather lose them or just take my lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on with
take on the mind and kissed her and she kissed me. Like a fellow was said, ain't gotta see to the head. Just don't know without you. Take my mind. Take those I'll never use them again. Take my name, by the way, by the way, by the way. So I've done your goodbye. Let me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Yeah.
All right. Snap, snap, snaps. Well, thanks so much, Crocs. What a great treat for the weekend for all of us. I think I don't know if we'll get them back for a bow or introductions. I know they're headed to studying for exams now, but here they come. Here they come.
Yes, I'll go first. I've already introduced myself a little bit, but I'm Kieran. I'm this year's music director. I am a junior at Harvard, and I am studying molecular and cellular biology, also a minor in English, so doing both. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. I'm a sophomore at Adams House studying statistics. I'm originally from the Bay Area.
Hey everyone, I'm Jonathan. I am a sophomore from Philadelphia, studying environmental engineering here at the college, and I am one of this year's tour managers.
Hi, I'm Jonte. I'm a senior in Mather House studying computer science and philosophy. I'm from Lexington, Massachusetts. I'm also one of this year's tour managers.
Hi everyone, my name is Joey. I'm a senior at the college. I study sociology and music, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Hi everyone, my name is Christian. I'm a junior in Quincy House studying English, and I'm originally from San Francisco.
Hi everyone, my name is Greg. I'm a first year at the college and I'm a political science major, and I'm from Slovenia, so all the way in Europe.
Hi everyone, I'm Will. I'm a senior from Arlington, Virginia, studying statistics, and I am this year's general manager. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ian. I'm a senior also studying sociology, and I'm from Westchester, Ohio.
Hi everyone, my name is Hari. I'm a sophomore studying applied mathematics and biology, and I'm originally from Newton, Massachusetts.
Howdy everyone, my name is Cyril Leahy. I'm a freshman at the college studying applied math, and I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Once again, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight, or today, or tomorrow, depending on the circumstance. We couldn't be more excited to be in Israel, and with that, we'll look forward to seeing you in Israel in August.
Wow, thanks guys. You have lots of folks in our audience who are virtually clapping, virtually snapping. Some are singing, some we're glad we have mute. Let's put it that way. We are so grateful for having this performance now. From all of you, you should know that you have lots of good wishes for good luck on your final exam. So I will pass it on to the full group. We're looking forward to showing you some real Middle Eastern hospitality on your arrival, on your trip. You're going to be all over the world. And we wish you a healthy and safe trip, and that it's a meaningful part of your educational experience, whether you're a senior or a sophomore, or this is your only year being a Croc. This is really, you're making a great contribution here to harmony, both on the stage and off the stage. And we really do want to applaud you for that and for your willingness to join us. Mother's Day is only a week away, so I sort of feel like you're putting us in the right mood for celebrating May, whether it's May Day or Mother's Day next week. We need reasons to celebrate, and young voices of goodwill blending together and creating the kind of joyfulness that you did with their concert is really something that we very much celebrate here at America-Israel Friendship League. We've been running these webinars now all through COVID and prior. We do it for free. We do it because we know people need to come together, even with the imperfections of technology and audio and Zoom freezes from time to time. We know that it is meaningful when we come together. So we're grateful. If you want to express some love for the love that we're sharing, please take the opportunity. You can support us with any amount to show your support for America-Israel Friendship League. If you want to, you can designate your gift for the Crocs tour to Israel. We're looking forward to having them there, and we would love to have you support this tour as well. Just put that designation when you come to our website for America-Israel Friendship League. We are excited to have all of you here with us week in and week out. Next week for Mother's Day, we'll be back to celebrate the way Israel celebrates many things with chocolate. So it'll be indeed very sweet. So everyone, thanks for joining with us. My name's Wayne Firestone. This is a great way to spend Sunday together with the Harvard Krokodiloes and all their great music. We're looking forward to hosting them and seeing them in Israel. And for now, we wish everybody a safe week and shalom and lehitraot.